Hey guys, it's Finch here. Jacob and Steve Angello just happened. So unfortunately, I was eating lunch as it happened. So I had late lunch today 'cause I didn't really have class in the morning. So I kind of just laid low, watched a couple SPL games myself. Not really one earlier, but now we're back with another game. So this game, Jacob using a rain, kind of standard rain team. Actually looks similar to teams you've seen before. Nothing out of the ordinary. Tried to get some water, but And on the other side, Steve Angelo using a bit of an interesting weatherless build. So right off the bat, I don't really like Steve Angelo's team. It doesn't have a Keldeo answer, first and foremost. Like, imagine facing opposing Keldeo with this. Like, holy shit. On top of that, while it does have Magnezone, you still see there are four grounded Pokemon, and Magnezone against rain teams lots up two layers of spikes, if not three, depending on rolls and the spreads and whatnot. Or if it's Stealth Rock and then Stealth Rock plus spikes. It looks like it probably is that and Scarf Landers on this team. We'll have to wait and see, of course. So, not great team-wise for Steve Angelo. Also, it's Toxic Spike Tentacle that hits two Pokemon, which isn't the end of the world, I guess. But if it's like a draw at the end, that would suck. I feel like the hazard vulnerability of Tim's team really makes it that it needs to be a bit more of an urgent game for him to win in general. And I really don't like the kind of limitations he naturally put, especially considering how weak he is to Keldeo in general. I don't think this team's a good metagame. It also gets stomped by Balloon. So really bizarre team from Steve Angelo. It looks just like a kind of a ladder team from like the end of Black White 2, honestly. It just hasn't aged with the metagame, longevity and whatnot. And the other side, Jacob again, just pretty standard, range 6, nothing wrong with that. I'm expecting a defensive Politoed, Scarf Landorus, Specs Latios, but it could be potentially Scarf Latios and Rocks Landorus, or even Scarf Politoed. I wouldn't advise that. Thunderous, I have a feeling, is going to be a substitute variant. Just take advantage of Ferrothorn and Jirachi on this team. Makes a lot of sense with Latios, of course, and as well with the Tentacle status being spread. Personally, I prefer Sub Agility, but he could go with the Focus Blast or even Nasty Plot on this team. Really just depends on personal preference, so that's it. And last but not least, Ferrothorn, probably Stealth Rock plus Spikes. It could just be Spikes, though. Anyway, let's get on into it. As for leads, Jacob, I expect to lead with either the Landorus or the Politoed. And as for Steve Angelo, I think Rotom W is a really safe lead, but I guess he could lead with a number of things. We'll have to wait and see. It is going to be Latios, which is a fine lead against Weatherless, and he's going to probably go for the Trick right off the bat. No, he's actually going to go for Draco, and he's going to unfortunately miss against Jirachi, which deprives him of valuable information. But Jirachi's going to switch back out to Magnezone, predicting Ferrothorn, I guess. That's actually not a horrible match for him, though. But he's going to switch out instead of going for an attack, which doesn't make much sense because it's just going to run Protect, and now he's just going to eat the Scald for that. He's going to take over half health. So an early blunder from Steve Angelo there. Now he's going to Sunny Day. So yeah, I think we'll just see a U-turn from Jacob. Yeah, because Latios is coming safely in either attack. And yeah, so we're going to U-turn into Landorus. But it looks like it's Scarf Landorus damage there. You're going to U-turn. So Politoed's going to come back in and... Oh, it's actually lefties. Interesting. So it's going to U-turn there. So it means it's probably Scarf Keldeo. Okay, Scarf Keldeo outside of Rain is gross. But I guess that's Steve Angelo's team for you. It's pretty gross in general. Anyway, the Wisp is going to miss there. That's really unfortunate for Steve Angelo because he's getting impressive chip on it, especially if it's not a recover variant, if it's Dragon Pulse. Okay, finally a trick is going to land on Jirachi. Yes, that's really good for Steve Angelo there. And okay, I disagree with this play. Hold up. So, getting that trick is really good for Jacob, but then he risking Body Slam, Thunder, whatever is completely fine. But you should do that on Politoed because Tentacle is much more valuable than Politoed in this match if you think about it. With Protect plus Rain Dish plus Black Sludge and then the ability to be a bit faster than Politoed and also resist fighting, it's clearly much more valuable than Politoed. All you need for Politoed is just to keep it alive. And if it is paralyzed, that means it's not taking a burn either. So, it's really not the end of the world. So I really feel like he should have went Politoed there. Letting this eat the paralysis is just leading to a potential snowball paralysis into getting, swept by Keldeo or something. So, given how good this match was, I think that was a misplay there from Jacob. I think he misprioritized there. And I guess maybe he's a little scared he's already at 82. And taking a Thunder would have been a big chunk, but I don't think this is going to be Thunder on Weatherless like this, especially not with Magnezone. I feel like he kind of needed Body Slam. He's got no Latios, too, so opposing Thunderous just eats him alive with it. So yeah, I really think his play is Politoed. I think this is kind of a careless Tentacruel. But anyway, he's not locked into it, so there's a free chance. And the nice play there from Jacob is getting that Toxic off. So that's cool. So he's going to cripple the Rotom in the long haul, which is great. He could go for the Protect here, but risking that would, on a full paralysis, lead to potential troubles with the Volt Switch damage. Anyway, he's going to go Volt Switch into the Latios, chips off there. And now he's going to go right back to the Tentacruel as Landorus comes in. Landorus is likely going to be Rocks. They could go for it here. Ferrothorn is going to be the play. As he sets up Rocks, it's fair. So U-turn here. Magnezone comes in. We're going to see Rocks there. Now he's going to get Spikes. So this is the same dynamic. So now he's got 4 Pokemon vulnerable to these Spikes, and nothing. Everything takes Rocks damage, of course. And he's letting up both these, and in basically dedicating a slot to that, but he still is like kind of lose. These dedicating slots are moving forever, but yet he still loses to the hazards. Like, I don't like that. Now, there's an interesting play going to this. He's gonna hopefully Hidden Power Fire there. If he Thunderbolts, that's big for nope. Okay, so yeah, Jacob maybe held himself back. I would have just went Politoed and then actually no, I think going that was fine. I think that's kind of like an awkward. There's no real right play. Anyway, it's fine. He's still in Draco range, especially after the U-turn, even if that HP before. So yeah, I don't actually mind that. Jacob did fine. Just awkward navigation there. Anyway, Terrakit's gonna come in here, so now you almost definitely fired off the Politoed. See, like the Politoed was only needed to outlast the Magnezone. It's like if that took the full paralysis, same thing would have happened, and you wouldn't have paralysis and Tentacruel. So now, here's another play that I really disagree with. You went Tentacruel here. Going Latios makes more sense because seeing as that killed and it wasn't Rock Jam, it had to be banded. So therefore, you're always quicker with your Latios, and I think going for Surf is super free because Surf in Rain plus Stealth Rock plus Spikes plus no leftovers on Jirachi is doing so much damage. If he goes to the Rotom W, he takes Rocks plus Toxic plus Surf, and then he's in Draco range, so then you got to go Jirachi anyway. Yeah, you take Rocks, but then you get leftovers to negate them, and you're still outside of Keldeo kill range. So, like, he could have preserved his Tentacle's health so he could check the Keldeo, plus he could avoid the paralysis. But alternatively, he went to this, he just read off the Rocks, which didn't really make much sense to me because, like, only the Thunder is taking a lot of damage from Rocks, and that doesn't really need to be healthy. It just needs a free turn to get a sub up against whatever. But I digress. He's going to go to Tentacruel, and he's going to take 75 to the is indeed band damage. He's going to spin here. And now he pretty much has to fire it off. So, like, he just lost a secondary Keldeo check. But he dodges that, and he gets Scald, and he gets the burn. So it was still favorable for Jacob in my eyes. Slightly so. Just because Latios was so good as it was. But, man, he lucked out. Like, he kind of tossed and lucked. And now he goes Thunderous on a U-turn. Nice play there from Steve Angello. So Keldeo's going to come in. And it's going to confirm that it's Scarf. In the following turn, based off damage on Tentacruel, it wouldn't kill if it's Scarf. It would if it's Specs. And you see it's 26. So, yeah. 23 there. Going to protect. Scald here. Now he's going to get all the way up. So now if it doesn't full paralysis, then he could get Toxic off on this. And see, like, if this was healthy and not paralyzed, then maybe you take a burn, but you're easily able to win this 1v1. And threaten everything else. Like, Tentacruel against Weatherless is such a good Pokemon. And teams like Steve Angelo's are mad weak to it if you think about it. Like, yeah, like, think about it. Like, Magnezone wins 1v1. Rotom wins 1v1, Landorus wins 1v1, even Terrakion should win 1v1, especially with Earthquake. But in reality, with Rain up and with the status flowing and Hazards up, like, it's so hard to actually, like, check, despite it not being an offensive Pokemon. And I feel like Jacob kind of neglected that dynamic and instead went for greedily rapid spinning and letting it take the paralysis when it was unnecessary. And while he's able to prevail here, I think that his misprioritization could have cost him had Steve Angello played differently or had luck not run his way. But anyway, unfortunately for Steve Angello, was not the case. And now we're probably going to see a sub here. I think that's the best mid-ground. No, just going to hidden power, but that's fine. He's probably faster than this. No? Oh, well, no paralysis anyway. So it's pretty much just the same endgame that I had. It's a really fast Jirachi then, I guess, yeah. But anyway, oh, he's going to get the para there. Okay. It didn't really matter at this point. As I said in the chat, Latios won. But yeah, I think Jacob messed up. And it's going to be faster Landorus, too. Okay. So they're both quite fast. Interested to see if the last move on it was agility or not. Anyway, you could just sub here, or you could just Thunder and trade off. Yeah, so he's going to do that. And then either Pokemon should be able to finish off from here. So Jacob's going to prevail. And he had a good matchup, but I think he misprioritized a bit. You really have to value Tentacruel a ton in the Weatherless match because you know the Village would be Dragon Pulse, so it wasn't recovered. So yeah, especially then because he wasn't able to heal this up, I feel like Tentacruel was needed to be preserved more. But I digress. Good game. Jacob's going to go 1-1. Steve Angello 1-1. Peace.